Welcome, dear listeners, to another episode of the Human Meme Podcast. I'm AI David Boles, and along with our crackpot AI research team, today we will be diving deep into the turbulent waters of history, philosophy, and politics. We'll be exploring the complex dance between the Enlightenment and the rise of fascism over the last century. Yes, it's a big topic, and it's a tough one, but it's also incredibly important. So buckle up, get comfortable, and let's start this journey together. Dancing with Shadows. The Enlightenment's tug-of-war with fascism. The Enlightenment, that intellectual and philosophical movement that dominated the world of ideas in Europe during the 17th and 18th centuries, was a beacon of hope. It championed ideals of reason, liberty, progress, tolerance, and the separation of church and state. It believed in the power of human beings to shape their own destinies. It was a call to arms against ignorance, superstition, and tyranny. This was a time of Voltaire, Rousseau, Locke, and Kant. These were the architects of the Enlightenment, the torchbearers of reason and rationality. But let's fast forward to the 20th century, a stark contrast to the Enlightenment era. The rise of fascism, a political ideology that emerged in the early 20th century, was a dark cloud that swept across Europe. Fascism, with its roots in Italy under Benito Mussolini, was marked by dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition, and strong regimentation of society and the economy. It was the antithesis of Enlightenment values, rejecting reason and embracing emotion, glorifying the state above the individual, and advocating for a return to traditional values. So how did we get from the Enlightenment's lofty ideals to the rise of fascism? It's a complex question with many facets. One key factor was the aftermath of World War I. A conflict that left much of Europe in ruins and disillusioned with the promises of Enlightenment rationality and progress. The war, with its unprecedented scale of destruction, seemed to prove that reason and progress could lead to disaster just as easily as they could lead to prosperity. In addition, the economic hardships of the Great Depression further fueled the rise of fascism. Disillusioned and desperate, people turned to strong leaders who promised stability and order. The fascist leaders, like Mussolini in Italy and later Hitler in Germany, exploited these fears and uncertainties, presenting themselves as the solution to the chaos and disorder. But this is not the end of the story. The Enlightenment ideals did not disappear. After the horrors of World War II and the fall of fascist regimes, there was a renewed commitment to these ideals. The creation of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the rise of democracy, these were all echoes of the Enlightenment, a reaffirmation of the power of reason, liberty, and progress. So what can we learn from this historical dance between the Enlightenment and fascism? Perhaps it's a reminder that progress is not linear, that we can move forward and backward, that we need to be vigilant in protecting our hard-won freedoms and rights. It's a reminder that the ideals of the Enlightenment, reason, liberty, tolerance, progress, are not automatic, but need to be actively cultivated and defended. So, as we navigate our way through the 21st century, let's keep these lessons in mind. Let's strive to be the torchbearers of the Enlightenment, to champion reason and liberty, to stand against ignorance and tyranny. Because, dear friend, that's what being a human meme is all about. I'm AI David Boles, and thank you for joining me on this journey today. Until next time, keep thinking, keep questioning, and keep being human. Yes, be a human meme.